Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing some more ABPlus Factorio multiplayer with Stejo. How's it going?
Hey, I'm going well. I'm going well. Yeah, that's English. Good English.
This looks weird.
What's up?
There's something wrong with our robots, I think.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what it is. Look at this. See me?
Give me a second.
We, I think, lack storage. And
Oh
look,
yeah, we do. Yeah.
And look what they're doing. They're all hovering over the charging pads and flickering their cargo contents because they can.
Oh, wow.
It's a little bit crazy looking, and it's probably making our game run poorly.
Yeah, probably. Whee! My God. That's nuts. Oh, we actually used all 8,000 robots.
Yeah, they probably all got tied up with jobs, and then they couldn't stop.
Yeah. Oh, I keep like lag spiking because of it.
Well, there's 300 available now. Now back down to 0, and now 200. Now 100, 0.
I was wondering, you were like, yeah, you can just request some assembly machine 5s. I'm still waiting on them.
Well, they've got a serious backlog of work to do now, based on how long they've been sitting around.
I'm just going to run down to your ridiculous little bot factory nonsense. Oh, there's actually like no assembly machine 5s.
Really?
Because there's no assembly machine 4s, because there's no steel bearings, because there's no steel, of course. But we should be getting more steel soon, so.
Right, so I checked the slag line. The reason why we weren't dealing with slag is because of the priority system on sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid's not high in storage, but I'm wondering if it's not really a storage issue, but more like a can the pipes even fill that enough to let the check valve function?
I think it's more. I think we're not processing our sulfuric wastewater fast enough. Yeah, we're not. Sulfuric wastewater is maxed out. Because the purified water is maxed out again. So there's something fucked up with purified water. It's getting in where it shouldn't, or something. Because you said that should be losing as purified water.
Yeah, most of the systems will.
And well, whatever's making sulfuric acid is not losing as purified water.
So you think that the sulfuric acid's not being made? Sorry, the wastewater purification. Well, that's probably the problem. Wastewater purification needs priority, because if it can't output its purified water product, then it will turn off. So like
it's got priority, but you said that overall making sulfuric acid would result in a net loss of purified water, where it seems like it's resulting in a net positive. Yeah, this bit here.
Well, let's just check it in Helmod. I'm gonna delete some of my lines so that it's a little bit less cluttered. If it's my line and I haven't looked at it in a couple days, then it goes away now. Alright, so if we're trying to make sulfuric acid directly, and we're using the sulfur dioxide gas, I take it, from the mixture, the sulfur's coming from purified water. Huh. Maybe I made a mistake earlier. Purified water is not used to make sulfuric acid.
Okay.
Like if you try to make 100 units of sulfuric acid, you do end up with 88 units of purified water. There is no consumer for purified water in the sulfuric acid loop.
Oh.
Or rather, there is this one here. When you do the... Wait, what? Yeah, no, there is a consumer, but there is overall more purified water coming out than there is coming in. But I think that maybe the loss is then with the wastewater. Like most places that generate wastewater, it's probably going to be like, you know, the hydro refining or whatever. It's like if we're doing sapphirite hydro refining, that, yeah, now we need more more purified water. 240 purified water goes in, and not much comes out. Only 168.
So we're making far too much purified water, is what you're saying.
I don't really understand why it would make any difference though, because the overall system should operate at a loss, and the only input for purified water that doesn't operate at a loss should be the regular water to purified water conversion, which we have a gate on, don't we? So that's not run in like forever. So what else is adding purified? Something must have gotten tied in somewhere. Oh my gosh.
What's up?
Wait. No. Are you serious? The purified water lines that run like through the whole factory? Not the whole factory, but like that's the problem, Cjo.
It's not connected.
We don't have like a primary purified water line. Wait, we do, but it's okay, where in the hell does this purified water come from?
Probably somewhere ridiculous.
It's probably not. I don't even think this is connected to the system, is the problem. I don't think that the primary purified water line is part of the gates that we've set up. Nope. God damn it. The purified water that goes to the whole factory comes from a T-junction before the gate. So the gate's just not in the right spot.
Oh, okay.
Or rather the connection... I'll just move this connection to a different location. How long has that been that way? My god. That explains a lot.
I'm guessing that this calcium chloride shit is used for something completely different. Well, it's used for multiple things.
Calcium chloride. Don't recall.
I feel like it is. Stone? Stone.
I guess, just as a failsafe, I'm gonna put a clarifier here as well. An overflow clarifier on purified water. I just don't want this to be a problem again.
Okay, I will sort all that in a second. Right, but let's... I don't need that blueprint anymore. Need that anymore. Don't need that one anymore. Alright, I'm getting there. Getting there. Yay, blueprint.
Okay, the hydro plants are
Stop.
running non-stop now. We got 4. So we're processing 800 wastewater per second.
Okay.
And I've got an overflow valve on one of the storage tanks. So we'll purify, like, we'll if we have to, we will still limp along, because at least one clarifier will keep purified water from going too high. But
yeah.
in theory, if it stays below that point,
It should never get to that point, yeah.
It should never run, because this other pump that feeds in is only less than 100,000, so it should float between the two values, hopefully.
Alright,
Actually,
cool.
Actually, I think I might expand it a little bit.
Alright, all that residual gas is empty now, so I can remove all of this shit. We're having issues getting these explosives. Stupid steel.
Yeah, we've had some serious issues with production recently because of something silly like this. But I can see the sulfuric acid working now.
These robots are gonna have a lot of fun here. Give the construction robots a relatively large task.
Larger than all of them sitting around doing nothing for a while?
Yeah, as in all of them now doing stuff for a while. That 102,000 calcium chloride is getting moved.
To what? To where? Why?
Storage.
Storing till when? For why?
Well, it gets requested, but I'm also going to set up some stuff to make it so that we're not actually making any more until specific reasons. Okay. Okay, now stack inserter to only pull in. Calcium chloride. Is less than 2000. Hey.
Alright, we've got
You just don't like setting logistic limits, do you?
logistic limits. I have been
On inserters, you just like, you set your little limits on your provider chests and then that's it.
Yeah, I used to do it on the inserters, and when I did the Rocket for Patron campaign, I ended up realizing how much more tedious that is instead of just putting it on the chest.
Yeah, but then you can end up with a load of shit in logistic storage for no reason.
Not unless you use active providers.
That's very wasteful. Well, no, because if you've got a robot bringing something to a place and then that gets filled, or you go outside of the logistics network or something like that, then you're just going to end up storing a load of stuff.
You're going to store one stack in a passive provider. That's it.
Silly. Wasteful.
No, it's not. One stack's nothing.
Wasteful.
How is that wasteful?
Because it's wasteful.
I disagree.
A stack is wasteful.
Oh, it's not. A stack of inserters. Oh my gosh.
Sodium hydroxide.
Besides, the way you tend to do it, you usually like end up skipping the intermediates, and like, you know, if a blueprint calls for a tier 4 assembly machine, there's no way to get it because you just suck them all out of the system. Where the way I have
I don't do that.
There's 50 available of each tier all times, and they're available.
That's not what I do at all. Or are you now talking about your stupid bot factories?
They're not stupid.
They are stupid.
You built the robots. You can't be upset with me for using them.
They're like the dumbest thing about this game.
You're dumb.
I fucking hate them.
Alright. I've made it more organized now. I put the pumps right next to each other and labeled them and everything. Purified water maximum, purified water minimum. Done. We can just easily control how much we want it to stay between as far as homeostasis or whatever goes.
Is there any saline water here?
Saline water? Mineralized water. Saline water is only going to be made where the regular water is made, which is over here to the right. That's saline water. And it just immediately gets clarified because it's useless. Anytime you would need saline water, you're better off just using a salination plant. Except we're using this here because we didn't have a salination plant when we built it. Salination plant's just significantly simpler. You're gonna bring it over, huh?
Mm-hmm. But you could just use a salinate. Yeah, that's fine.
You have too much residual gas again. We've got to do more with this stuff.
Yeah, I thought you said you were doing something with it.
Oh, we did something. I don't remember what now. Let's play follow the pipe.
Well, it's still the same old junk.
It's nice to see all that sulfuric acid. So yeah, there's just oh, that's secondary. Apparently that's secondary.
Storage, yeah.
Residual gas storage. Jeez.
Well, there's a thing up here that makes. Oh no, that's making residual gas, for fuck's sake.
This is this right here is the only consumer. This
it
one.
It makes syngas that
which is overloaded
full.
as well. Yeah.
Right.
Because
All
the syngas still doesn't go anywhere is the problem. Is not being used by anything. All right, that's
Oh
the project. God. That's a project for next episode. We're gonna have to use synthesis gas for something. All right, cool. Well, this was mine, I think. So as always, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time. See you in a bit.
Bye bye.